Hi everyone, and welcome to my first video on this channel. I am PlayStation's biggest fan, and today we will be ranking every major supermassive horror games. So, this list will include all the Dark Pictures Anthology games, the Quarry Casting of Frank Stone, and lastly, Until Dawn. So, I hope you enjoy, and keep in mind this is my opinion, and if you disagree, please write in the comments. Have fun. In last place, we have Little Hope. Little Hope is the second game in the Dark Pictures Anthology Season 1, and I just find it kind of boring. Yeah, it's just not very fun, and the twist at the end is by far one of the most frustrating things I've ever seen in a video game. The characters are somewhat likable, and the ghost town setting is pretty unique, and none of these games are really bad. It's just that this one isn't as good as the others. So, moving on. In seventh place, we have Man of Medan, the Dark Pictures Anthology's first entry. The reason why I put Man of Medan higher than Little Hope is because of the branching. Man of Medan has so many different outcomes, so many different deaths, and I find that kind of cool. But it doesn't come without its flaws. So the graphics are obviously as good as the others since it's the oldest of the Dark Pictures anthologies. And the fact that every character is replaceable after a certain point in the story is kind of bad, I think. Yeah, not a bad game, but not one of the best. Moving on. In sixth place, we have The Devil in Me, the fourth entry in the Dark Pictures anthology. The Devil in Me is okay. The characters are pretty likable. The setting is pretty nice, actually. It's not very original, though. The thing that really pisses me off about this game is the underutilized villain. Dumet could be so interesting, but he just isn't. He is boring and a standard, normal, silent serial killer. Yeah, nothing more to say. It's fine, but they're far better. Okay, now don't hate me on this one, but in fifth place it's Directive 8020. I know it has some fans, and it's also the newest entry in the Dark Pictures Anthology Season 2. But I have some issues with it. First, we start with the positive things. The graphics look great, and the stealth segments are pretty interesting. They tend to drag a bit, but they're fresh. The writing is also very, very cool, and I would like to see that expanded on. But the characters are just so boring and like only touch the surface, no deep scenes. I do like Lashana Lynch though, as Brianna Young. I didn't know she could act this well. But yeah, it's a good game with some flaws. House of Ashes. House of Ashes is a good game, a really good one. At the beginning, I was like, oh no, I don't like the whole military theme and all. But it is really fun, and the characters really grew on me. And it was sad when some of them died. The problem, and the one big problem I have with this game, is the horror is kind of missing. It's more action. But otherwise, amazing game. I recommend it 100%. Okay, so we've officially entered the top 3 best supermassive games. And in third place, I have The Quarry. The Quarry is, in my opinion, a very, very great game. It's very long, which me personally, I think it's very good since it costs a lot. The characters can be sometimes cringe, but I find them very likable. The story is great. The graphics are stunning, and overall, I just think it's a very good game. There are some flaws, like how Laura at some point just takes over everything and the rest of the characters are kind of forgotten about. But other than that, it's a really good game and I really recommend it if you have the money. In second place, this might come to a shock to you, but it's the casting of Frank Stone. So I know this game is not the most well liked game that Supermassive created, but I just find it very, very, very great. Cause, listen, the characters are good. Frank Stone is, in my opinion, the best villain that Supermassive has ever seen. Sure, the pacing is not the best, but the final act is so good that it makes up for it all. 2024 is way worse than 1980 timeline, but then again, the 1980 timeline is so great that it makes up for the 2024 timeline. Yeah, I just love this game, and I know it's my opinion. And the undisputed winner of this ranking is, of course, Until Dawn. Still is the best Supermassive game ever. Specifically the remake, because I just think it's a better way to experience it the first time you play. It's so gorgeous and the story is so good. The characters are so likable. The Wendigos are amazing. The plot twist. Josh is super, super, super deep. And yeah, by far the best Supermassive game. If you have not played it, you missed out big time. I recommend to buy it instantly, even if it's not on sale. It's amazing, just amazing. By far the best game I've ever played of the Supermassive Studios. I hope you like this video, and if you want, you can subscribe or like the video. Bye and see you next time. I am and always will be PlayStation's #1 biggest fan.